everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name is Imogen, and in today's video I'm sharing 10 ways to get people to listen to you. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and let's get started. So, everybody wants to feel heard, and everybody wants to be heard, and there are a lot of things in life that often make us feel unheard, or make us feel that people aren't listening to us. So, I am here to share 10 ways to get people to start listening to you, and the number one way is always be friendly and approachable, okay? It's a lot easier for people to listen to you if they have their guard down, and if someone's got their guard up, it's really hard for them to be receptive to what you've got to say, okay? So always be friendly and approachable, and that will put people in a good headspace to be receptive to what you have to say, okay? Number two, offer something of value to appeal to their selfish interests, okay? Humans are often fundamentally selfish. Not always, but often we're fundamentally selfish, and a fast way to get someone to listen to you is to offer them something. I use this in job interviews. In job interviews, I always emphasise how I can help the company, how I can help the team, what I've got to offer, rather than what I'm looking to get out of them, if that makes sense, okay? So offer something of value to appeal to their selfish interests. Number three, listen to them first and make them feel heard. This entire video is talking about the desire that a lot of us have to feel heard, so try that on the other person, okay? Listen to them first. What are their concerns? What are their needs? What are they looking for, okay? Sometimes when people feel heard, then they're often more in a mood to listen. So offering that to the other person first actually puts them in a more receptive headspace, and they're more likely to listen to what you have to say. Number four, find supportive people who are happy to listen. Okay, now some people, it can just be a personality thing. Some people are not good listeners. Some people are really good listeners and actively want to listen to what other people have to say. So if you get a supportive friend circle of people who are really good listeners, then it's going to be a lot harder to feel unheard in your life, okay? You're a lot more likely to have someone who's going to listen to you when you need someone to listen. So find supportive people. Right, number five, stand up for yourself. So sometimes you are not heard because you're not respected, and in those situations you often have to learn how to stand up for yourself. Now I've had to learn this the hard way, unfortunately, in many situations, but standing up for yourself is a combination of being assertive and firm but not aggressive, okay? So it's about setting boundaries and it's about sticking to them. It's about saying, I'm not done talking, or you interrupted me, or that's not funny, okay? So stand up for yourself and set the boundaries. Kind of linked to that point, walk away when you're not respected, okay? This can be difficult emotionally and practically sometimes, but you can take steps to make sure that it's easier to detach and walk away when you're not respected. Having a backup plan if something goes wrong and you're allowed to walk away, okay? So when you're not respected and somebody doesn't listen to you and they sort of look at you and they're like, what are you going to do about it? You're allowed to walk away, okay? This applies to relationships, it applies to jobs, it applies to any kind of situation that you're not feeling respected. And yes, obviously there are practical considerations. Sometimes you can't just quit your job or walk away. But in a lot of situations, learning how to walk away is really good in terms of setting boundaries and in terms of getting other people to respect you and getting other people to understand that you won't stand to be ignored. Another way to get people to listen to you is to partner with someone who lends you credibility, especially if you're trying to gain influence in a particular career path, or if you're trying to gain influence in a particular sphere of influence, whatever. Partner with someone who lends you credibility. That's literally why collabs between YouTubers exist, okay? That is literally why mentors at work exist, okay? If you've been mentored by XYZ person, then people are going to be like, oh, they think that you've got something good to offer, we're going to listen to you, okay? So if you can find a mentor or someone who's willing to work with you to lend you credibility, other people are much more likely to listen to you because you kind of got like their stamp of approval, if that makes sense. Also on that point, build yourself an audience and a platform, okay? So you can establish this credibility for yourself. You don't necessarily need someone else to help you establish it, and the way you do that is to just consistently be like authentic and consistently be honest and consistently try and help people, okay? When people see that you're an authentic person and that you're genuinely, you've got altruistic motivations and that you are an authority, okay, that you are an expert, then you're going to build an audience, you're going to build a platform, and this leads me neatly onto my next point, which is earn their respect by establishing yourself as an authority, okay? So sometimes it does take time. Let it take time. And that's okay. You know, people won't necessarily listen to you or respect you as an authority overnight. People should listen to you and respect you as an individual immediately. And if they don't, then obviously, like we said earlier in the video, set boundaries and walk away. But in a sort of wider life sense, sometimes building authority and credibility does take time. And that's why we trust people, because they've got years of experience in X field, okay? So let it take time. As you sort of work through this process, understand that whether people listen to you or not is not a reflection of your self-worth, because a lot of the time when people feel unheard, and this applies to me too, like I have a big thing about feeling unheard. It really annoys me. But a lot of the time it's not reflective of your self-worth, it's reflective of the other person who's not listening, okay? So it reflects on their character, not yours. And if you don't feel listened to, go where you do feel listened to. Alright, that's 10 ways to get people to listen to you. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye!